Baylor is here among 7 schools, and T.J. Franklin, former Temple High School star, Baylor defensive lineman, joins us on 365 Sports. Well, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
How has the offseason been, and where are you as a team entering when things get back together in August?
Yeah, the offseason is going great for us as a team so far, and I feel like we got everything steamrolling at this point. We got all the gears turning properly, so I feel like we're just building up the steam right now, ready to explode. Season start.
Coach Aranda mentioned to us earlier how he's enjoyed watching you grow as a person this offseason. What would you say is different about T.J. Franklin here in July than T.J. Franklin on January 1st?
I wouldn't say I was a selfish player, but I was more conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't want to push others the way I pushed myself, so I held myself more accountable than I held others accountable. And as a leader of the team, as that person they want to lead, I learned that I had to be more vocal, and just being able to push them vocally, lead by example as well, to show them that you're capable of doing it because I'm capable of doing it, and just to tell them you're capable of doing it. It allows me to pretty much help them gain that upper edge.
You've always been a good talker, just obviously not as vocal with your teammates maybe before, but what's it like to be at an event like this, talking to numerous people constantly for hours on end? What's this experience been like for you?
I was really nervous at first because, I didn't know what to expect, but now I'm kind of in the groove of it all, so I feel like we're just rolling at this point.
Look, we've seen your family. Shy does not run in the Franklin family. I've seen too much dancing on the Jumbotron to believe that Shy runs in your family.
Yeah, I'm the oddball out. The rest of them are like that, but I'm definitely the one that's going to sit in the back and just observe.
Did you get a chance to run into Jared Wiley?
Oh, I haven't talked to him today yet, but I
he's bigger than you are.
Yeah, he's definitely bigger than me, taller.
Yeah.
6'7", 260 or something?
Yeah, he's grown since we've gotten to college.
Yeah.
Well, and he's had a good run, and of course, so did they last year. T.J. Franklin, Baylor defensive lineman with us, 365 Sports. Dave Aranda has said, and he said it throughout last year, that there was a disconnect. There was something missing. There might have even been some entitlement or even relationships between players and coaches. So tell me exactly what all that meant.
We just had players that felt like they deserved everything instead of players that felt like they needed to work for everything. And then that fell along with the coaches. Coaches were trying to hold players accountable, and they didn't want to be held accountable for the things that they were doing. So it just seemed like there was a lot of backlash whenever coaching was being taken place. So people thought that, whenever they were getting coached up, that people were like coming at them a certain type of way and like made them upset. So I feel like this year we kind of focused on being coachable as a whole group and don't let people that aren't being coachable like lead the pack.
Do you wish that you would have been more vocal? That's kind of what you alluded to last year when that was going on, instead of letting that slide.
Yeah. So pretty much I just had my mind made up. I didn't want to be the bad guy.
Okay.
So this year I'm cool with it now because I seen what allowing the bad people to be the bad people to do. So I just want to be that bad guy that, holds people accountable. You could be mad at me for holding you accountable, but at the end of the day, if it's going to make us better as a team, I'm willing to have that hard conversation with you.
Yeah, but they're not really mad at you, right? They're mad at themselves, right? Most of the time.
They're more mad that they got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like you're being just over. It's you're just holding, like, it's a maturity thing, right?
Exactly.
Did anyone have to kind of check you early on, even though you played pretty quickly at Baylor? Did anyone have to check you a little bit early on?
Yeah, definitely. Taylor Young, he wasn't a player at the time, but he was there as like a GA. And I started to feel like my britches were a little too big, and he definitely humbled me, told me that I could be a good player, but I'm not there yet, and that the way I was acting wouldn't allow me to get there. So that really helped me along the line.
So when we saw the list of guys, you made perfect sense. Blake being the starter 2 years in a row made perfect sense. Kind of surprising to see some of the younger wide receivers like Josh Cameron being here, but Mike Smith.
Yeah.
He just came in this offseason from Liberty, the linebacker. We didn't get much of a chance to talk to him, but he's already here. I asked Coach Aranda about it. But from your standpoint, what have you, kind of learned about Mike Smith, getting to know him, and just what have been your impressions and, him being a representative for you guys today?
Oh, yeah. So him being here today is because of who he is in general. He just came in being a great player, a great person, a great teammate. He just was all around being able to do the things that Coach Aranda was asking for. Just be that person before Coach Aranda even asked it of him. So I feel like that really helped him as coming here. But just being him, knowing him personally, just being able to build that relationship with him, me and him have on multiple days sat in the locker room and talked for like 30 minutes to an hour, just because like a lot of the same things we like and a lot of the same things like we get along really well. So I feel like he really had left his imprint on the program really early.
TJ, 12-2 year was a dream. I mean, no one expected that. Nobody expected TCU to play for the conference last year or Kansas State. So can you even be close to what you were 2 years ago? It's not fair to compare, but can you, the defense, get back to that angry, playing with an edge, beating people up?
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it was just because we had a lot of young players, and a lot of young players comes with a lot of MAs, mess ups, dumb mistakes that could have been avoided. So just having those players get those extra reps, get that experience, it allows us to be able to grow. So I feel like coming up in this next year, or even the year after when I'm gone, they will be able to reach our full potential as a defense.
Do you feel that you guys can set the attitude on the defensive line like you did 2 years ago? Because you guys were the first line of, oh crap, we're dealing with this Baylor team. Yeah. They're in a bad mood and they do not want to deal with us today.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like as a D line, we kind of changed. Well, we didn't change, but we're gonna put a big emphasis on being the group that nobody wants to go against. Mm-hmm. So our coach Dennis Johnson says it every day: live in the red. You got to push yourself to be in the best shape possible. You got to push yourself to be the most tired you can every day, because the game is played when you're the most tired. And you got to be able to make those tough decisions. You got to make the decision to be tough and physical and run to the ball. And, that's just what we've been emphasizing, throughout the spring and throughout this summer workouts.
I know I probably asked you about this in the spring, but now it's been a few more months. What's it like to have Matt Powledge back, and just what sort of changes has that brought?
He brings a lot of energy. He's always been that type of person. It's
always the word with him, right? Energy.
Yeah. Energy. That's all. I mean, that's all he asks for. I mean, he does ask for the football stuff as well, like technique and execution. But there's one thing that you need regardless, whether you're having a good day or a bad day, and it's energy.
Yeah, that's what Coach Aranda told me earlier this spring, back when wrapped up spring drills. All right, man, so you got a little bit of time. What can you do personally? Do you have room to do anything between now and August when workouts truly begin?
Yeah, 100%. Leadership continues to grow every day. I continue to learn the game better.
No, I'm talking about you get away. Like, you get away from football. Is there any time for you to have? Is that over? You're done now.
No, I pretty much clocked out at this point. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to grind. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the first game, to be honest.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. Saw you in high school at Temple High School, TJ Franklin.
Yes,
Greg?
Sir.
Yeah, a couple Temple Wildcats here today, but does it feel like this is your last, ramp up to a season? I know you're going to get that question probably a lot, once we get the practices and stuff, but does it feel that way already, or is that still something you need to get deeper into it?
No, at this point, I'm just trying to focus on the next thing, because if I start getting sentimental about it now, then, one thing leads to another and the season goes bad because I'm thinking about the wrong thing. So I just want to focus on one day at a time. And then whenever that time comes where I have to hang it up, then I have to hang it up.
Good call. And that's us media. See, we're sitting here trying to create problems, get you distracted and all that. No, I mean, that's the right mindset to have. But yeah, I wonder about that because you've been around for a long time now. And it's kind of crazy to think that, all right, here's this last run, but it's gonna be cool.
Well, then I want to about your body, because Siaka Ika took up a lot of space and was a veteran. You have Betts, the young freshman that comes in among some others. That defensive tackle position, do you feel good? There's enough meat there to survive the attrition of the season?
Definitely. We have Cooper Lance filling in for him.
Yeah.
And he had a phenomenal spring. He just popped up out of nowhere at nose. So as long as he continues to get stronger and continues to put on a little extra weight, then he'll be almost as good as Apu was.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, man. Good to see you. TJ Franklin played at Temple High School, now part of Baylor, with us on 365 Sports.